Hey guys, welcome back. I apologize for the mess. There's stuff everywhere in here anymore. But anyway, remember the LawnRanger project? You remember the last video we had? We put a cab on. Well, it doesn't look like there's a cab anymore, does it? I'm going to show you what happened, and then we're going to start over again. So, it's a funny looking cab, ain't it? This rack was almost empty. However, yeah, this is the LawnRanger truck. It's got the orange valve covers on it. There it is. So why, oh why, oh why does it not have a cab? Well, the guy that painted it had some issues with the paint. So we had to pull it back off, send it back to Ohio to be painted. So as you can see, the interior is out of it completely. The carpet's laying over there. The headliner is over here. The back window is there. My Lightning is a storage device at the moment. You know, the back wall's up there. We have tons and tons and tons of parts and pieces on this rack, which is very, very full, and no cab. It's a shame. So, oh, look, there's more stuff over here. There's the heater box that was installed. But anyway, so I'm going to explain to you what happened. So his painter talked him into some single stage urethane paint. And while that would work in theory for show cars or some certain colors, it did not work for Calypso. So Calypso is the color of this truck. And what was happening was the paint was having the metallic in the paint blotch up. And if I have a picture of it, I will put the picture in the video for you. But it would be like milky. So you would get waves and blotches in the paint, whereas the metallic didn't lay right. So we had problems with the cab. It looked okay, didn't look the best. The more we looked, the more we saw. And then when they would paint large flat areas, it was very evident that there was a problem. So after a couple weeks of deliberation, talking to the painter, talking to the paint supply company, they decided that they were going to strip it down and repaint it base coat, clear coat, which is what it should have been to begin with. However, his painter assured him that the single stage would have been fine. Now they were putting a urethane clear over the single stage to keep it from fading, dulling, add a protection layer, a wear layer, so to speak. However, the paint underneath the clear just wasn't laying right. Now the color was beautiful. However, it just didn't lay right, didn't look right. For what he's shooting for this truck, it wouldn't have worked. So we ended up pulling the cab back off a couple weeks ago and sent it back out to Ohio, trying to get it painted as we speak. We also found out that the door hinges needed to be repinned and bushed, and I have a guy working on making me a set of pins and bushings for rear crew cab doors. So I'm going to try to offer those to everybody whenever I get them made up, see if we can get them made for a reasonable price. So we got to do that yet. I'm going to try and do a video on doing the rear pins and bushings because I do have the hinges here. Hopefully we'll have a cab here in a couple weeks. Hopefully everything will be painted and we can start over again on putting the cab back on and getting doors put on, get the interior set in. Hopefully try to have this truck done within a reasonable amount of time to get Brent his truck back. So if you watch the video of the 2001 Super Duty, you can see that it has been just about completed. So if you follow that build at all with that, I know there wasn't a whole lot of videos on it, but that build took the same amount of time as to get where we are with this thing right here. So if you have the right parts, the right painter, the right pieces, the right parts, it doesn't take a ton of money, but you have to be able to spend some money because restoring a truck isn't cheap, especially in these days. So if you're restoring a truck, be it a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge, a Toyota, whatever you're restoring, please, please, please do your research on what products you're using, and do your research on who you're getting to work on your vehicle, because Brent went through so much stuff with this truck that he never should have had to go through. And this video is more so to say, when you're dealing with people, please do your research on them. Make sure that they are honest people. Make sure the products that you're buying are good products. And I know that it's so difficult to find good products now. So, you can buy something that's good 4 years ago, 2 years ago, and it's no longer good. So, just be aware of what you're buying. The cheapest isn't always the best. The most expensive isn't always the best. But the product that's right for you is the right product for you. And do your research and make sure you get the right parts. Because if anybody's watching this whole project unfold, you can see where we've made steps forward, and then steps back. And it's not Brent's fault, but it's just the products. He'd been reassured on things or told things would work, and just the people either didn't know or they weren't sure of what they were talking about. But that's a whole nother topic. But we're trying to get Brent back here, try to get his cab back put on, and get this truck completed, because I tell you what, I'm tired of looking at it. it's here. Pretty soon it's going to be mine. But so yeah, we're going to try and get Brent settled and get his truck taken care of here. So 7 years, going on 8. Lots of stuff missing because it's been through 2 fires, shop moves, multiple different people have had their fingers in this truck, and stuff becomes missing, lost, misplaced, burnt, melted, heavily discolored, unusable. So the process takes time. So just follow along with this, and hopefully we'll get this truck back on track and get this thing somewhere where he can drive it and enjoy it again. So I appreciate you guys listening to me banter. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll have a new update on this truck soon. We will try to get the cab put back on it, getting lots of practice here. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.